Next problem. One more tough problem. Can you handle this? One more tough problem. Can you handle this? Main. One more tough problem. Can you handle this? Please check. Main. For I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, for j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to n, j is equal to j plus I, x is equal to y plus z. Yeah, it is a given program. Can you try this? What is the time complexity of this program? What is the meaning? Let's see this one. Listen everyone. I is equal to 1. J loop is running n by 1 time. I is equal to 2. J loop is running n by 2 times. I is equal to 3. J loop is going on n by 3 times. And so on. I loop is I value n, j loop is going on n by n. I is equal to 1, j loop is n by 1 time. I is equal to 2, j loop is n by 2 times. I is equal to 3, j loop is n by 3 times. I is equal to n, j loop is n by n times. Now listen, see this one. You cannot say j loop without I. If I ask you j loop is how many times, it is based on I. You can write, if I ask you j loop is how many times, it is based on I. Without I, you cannot say j. That this is called as, listen, this is called as two loops who are depending upon each other. Right? Inner loops only, but there is a dependency. You cannot say j without I. These are inner loops. Inner loops means normally you have to multiply. But inner loop, there is a dependency. You cannot say j loop how many times without I. J loop is how many times? I value how much? If I value 1, j loop is n by 1 because always you are adding 1. If I value 2, always you are adding 2, j loop becomes n by 2. I value 3, j loop is n by 3. I value n, j loop is n by n. So remember, inner loops but dependency there. Inner loop dependency you should do like this one. So overall if you observe, right? So I value 1, j loop is running n by 1 time. I value 2, j loop is running n by 2 time. I value 3, j loop is running n by 3 time, and so on. I value n, j loop is running n by n time. Then it will goes to n is common. 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus and so on, 1 by n. So remember this series is called log n series. So it became n into log n. It is a log n series, remember it. So time complexity of this program is n log n. It is one of the nice problem. Please take care. Remember I got answer n log n by taking I loop, j loop together. If I don't take I loop, how can you say j loop is how many times? I loop, j loop combinedly, I got answer as n log n. I loop, j loop combinedly, I got answer as n log n. J loop is how many times? What is I value? If I value 5, j loop is n by 5. If I value 3, j loop is n by 3. If I loop is n, j loop is n by n. If you want, you can check. That's what we studied yesterday. J loop is always adding 10, n by 10. If j loop is always adding 5, n by 5. If j loop is always adding I, n by I. J loop is n by I time. J loop how many time? What is I value? If I value 5, j loop is n by 5. J loop is how many time? What is I value? If I value 25, j loop is n by 25. Remember, these are two loops, inner loops, but dependency there. Dependency means you cannot do alone. Whenever dependency there, you cannot do alone. Mama alone cannot do everything. There is a dependency with Papa. Papa cannot do everything because there is a dependency with Mama. It's Mama, Papa both together. They can do anything. Mama, Papa can do, right? Mama, Papa can do together anything. Alone Mama cannot do because it is based on Papa. Alone Papa cannot do because it is based on Mama. Both combinedly can do anything. You watched Drishyam movie or not? You watched Drishyam movie or not? There is a movie named Drishyam. You watched it or not? You watched Drishyam movie or not? Oi! You watched Drishyam movie or not? Arey Goyal, you watched Drishyam movie or not? In that Drishyam movie, Mama, Papa, right, hero and heroine both will plan. They both will plan. They will do anything. In that movie, they both will plan. They will do anything. So, this is called dependency. J loop cannot execute without I. J loop cannot execute without I. So, these are called inner loops. Inner loops and dependency. Suppose inner loops no dependency, multiply. Inner loop no dependency, multiply. Inner loop dependency, one series will come like this. Inner loop dependency, one series will come like this. Inner loop dependency, one movie will, right? Inner loop dependency, you have to get the series. We'll watch now to understand the meaning of J plus I. Arey Goyal, go to 10th floor and jump from there. Arey Gootle. Arey Goyal Gootle. Go to 10th floor and jump from there. To understand the I plus J, you will watch the movie. Arey Gootle. To understand the J plus I, you will watch the movie. Brainless fellow. To understand the J plus I, you will watch the movie. No, common sense also. Common senseless fellow. Go to 10th floor, you push by yourself. No one will push you also. No one will push you also. You push by yourself. Go to 10th floor, you push by yourself. No one will push you also. Right. So please take care. It's a nice problem. Please take care. Dependency there, you should do like this. Dependency there, you should do like this. Next problem. Next problem. Example. Next example. Take care this also. Take care this also. Main. Main. Wild. Yeah, go ahead. Now I think problem is clear. Now you go ahead. Problem is clear. Now you go ahead. What is the answer of this? I is equal to 10, I less than n, I plus is equal to 42, j is equal to 3, while j less than or equal to n, x is equal to x plus 1, j is equal to j into 7. Yeah, can you try now? Can you try now? अरे where is Dinesh? अरे where is Dinesh? दिनेश कहां पे? दिनेश भैया कहां पे? अरे बोलो यार, दिनेश भैया कहां पे? What is the time complexity? And one more thing is, what is the time complexity? What is the x value also? X value initially 1. X value initially 1. I want time complexity. I want x value also. What is x value? I want time complexity. What is the x value also? Yeah, so I think everyone know, if you see this problem, everyone know first loop is always adding 42, n by 42. First loop is always adding 42, n by 42. Second loop is always multiplying by 7, so log n base 7. First loop is always adding 42, n by 42. Second loop is always multiplying by 7, log n base 7. So time complexity because of no dependency also. Between I and j, no dependency also. Inner loop, no dependency. So time complexity n by 42 into log n base 7, which is nothing but, forget about constant, it became n log n. N log n base 7. Time complexity became n log n base 7. Time complexity became n log n base 7. He is asking what is the x value. He is asking what is the x value. He is asking what is the x value. I think first loop is n by 42, that is everyone agree. Second loop is log n base 7 because of their inner loops multiply, no dependency also. N by 42 into log n base 7, n log n base 7. N log n base 7, time complexity n log n base 7. Can you see the x value? Can you see the x value? X value initially 1. X value initially 1. X value initially 1. See what is happening. So I is equal to, listen, first I value x will increment by log n time, because x is always incrementing by 1, right? Always x is incrementing by 1. So first I value x becomes log n base 7. Second I value again log n base 7. Third I value again log n base 7. It will continue how many times? N by 42 times. So x value is every time is log n base 7. Every time is log n base 7, next time log n base 7, next time log n base 7, next time log n base 7. I think n by 42 times n by 42 into log n, which will goes to, I think that is also n log n. That is also n log n. Please check if I am wrong. Both are n log n. Both are n log n. Please verify. First time log n base 7, x value, first time log n base 7, second I value again log n base 7, third I value again log n base 7, like that how many times? N by 42 times, n by 42 times log n. Please verify. If I am wrong, please let me know. If I am wrong, please let me know. Please check. You know, time complexity also same, space, right? Time complexity also same, x value also same. Time complexity also same, x value also same. Time complexity also same, x value also same. Can I move to next problem? Are you okay with this? Check once. Are you okay with this? Check once. Simply see, first loop is how many time? N by 42. Second loop is how many time? Log n base 7. So time complexity, inner loops multiply, because no dependency also. What about value? Check carefully. Each j value x will increment by 1. So I is equal to 1. J loop is log n base 7 times. So x value become log n base 7. I value 2, again log n base 7. I value 3, again log n base 7. I value 4, again log n base 7. How many times? N by 42 times. N by 42 times log n base 7. So finally n log n base 7. Someone is saying log n. Ghosh is saying log n. Arey Ghosh, where is log n? Manasa, where is log n? From where log n came? You only say. From where log n came? Please verify where log n came. Manasa, please let me know. Manasa, please let me know. Joy, let me know. Suman saying that x value is n log n, that is true. Saroj also saying that you cannot see any lagging. Right, in the YouTube maybe little bit of lagging will be there. In the app no lagging will be there. Right, some recording will be there, some live also there. So that syllabus will be over fast. Easy topics I will do recording. Easy topic I will do recording. Tough topics I will do live. Tough topics I will do live, easy topic I will do recording, so that syllabus will be over fast. Please learn properly. Let's see, program means not time complexity. Sometimes he will ask x value. Sometimes he will ask time complexity, so that you will get to know difference between time complexity and x value. Someone is saying I into 42. Yeah, then see, if I into 42, if at all I into 42, then outer loop also log n, inner loop also log n. Log n into log n square. Not log n, log n square. Outer loop log n, inner loop log n, log into log n. In the place of j is equal to j power 7, then log n. In the place of j is equal to j power 7, then log n. I plus 42 means I is equal to I plus 42. I always incrementing 42. So I loop is n by 42. J is always incrementing into 7. So log n base 7. Just follow basics. Please study basics. Other than this, nothing there. That is the reason I said the basics first.